Hey Canucks fans, welcome to Clay's Canucks commentary for Wednesday, October the 24th. I'm Clay Emo at Canuck Clay on Twitter. I'm at Clayton Emo on Instagram. I'm a founding member of the GLCPC, the Good Looking Canucks Positivity Club, and this is my Canucks take, all in one take. Tonight, the Vancouver Canucks kick off a quick 2-game road trip back-to-back. They got Vegas tonight, Arizona tomorrow. They have their dads on their trip, which is kind of cool. They do that every few years. And the biggest story, the Canucks could potentially be playing tonight without both Elias Pettersson and Brock Boeser. I'll talk a bit about what impact it's going to have. I think we know what impact it's going to have. But before I do that, let's review the lines from yesterday. I've always said that Travis Green likes to play how he practices, but this might be the one time where he deviates from that. Because in practice, he had on the top line Horvat with Eriksson and Leipzig. Then it was Adam Gaudette with Jake Virtanen and Sven Berchi. Third line was Brandon Sutter, Antoine Roussel, and Tyler Mott. And the fourth line was Granlund and Pettersson splitting the center with Goldobin and Schaller. So the big thing that stands out to me is Goldobin, after playing 2 or 3 games on the top line with Horvat, has now dropped all the way down to the fourth line. And that would be the fourth line, especially if Granlund plays. However, if Pettersson plays, then you could argue that it was the top line or the second line, because you'd be reuniting Goldobin and Pettersson. Whatever it may be interesting to see if, and obviously everything is dependent on if Pettersson plays or not. So will the Canucks play how they practice? We shall see. They'll have a game day skate in a couple hours. I probably won't check in with the video after that, but at least we'll have a better indication. Just follow, Jeff Patterson or Brendan Batchford or the Canucks account themselves on Twitter to see the lineup. Speaking of the lineup, Del Zotto looks like he's drawing in, playing with Goodbranson. You have Tanev and Edler, of course, and then Pouliot and Hutton, which means Troy Stecher would be the odd man out. And I see, obviously, Jacob Markstrom getting back into the net after Nielsen started and lost. Not his fault, but he started and lost against Washington on Monday night. So that's a bit about how they practice. We'll see how they line up tonight when it comes to their game day skate. So let's talk about the loss of Pettersson and Boeser. Obviously, we could all argue that Pettersson is the most exciting player. Boeser has the potential to be their best offensive player, or at least with Pettersson, and then Bo Horvat would be their third best player. So whatever order you have those 3 guys, right? Pettersson, Boeser, and Horvat. So you take off 2 of your 3 best offensive players, and you know the Canucks are going to be starving for goals. You know that Horvat, although a good and solid player and a leader, he's not as exciting as maybe the other 2. Actually, he skates much better than Boeser, so maybe he's exciting at least when he skates. But my point is, with any team, you take off 2 of the top 3 guys, and you know you're going to be in trouble. And I just imagine a Colorado team without Rantanen and McKinnon. Imagine a Calgary team without, you could argue, any one of Tkachuk, Tkachuk, Monahan, or Goudreau. Imagine Edmonton without Connor McDavid and Draisaitl. How about Vegas without Pacioretty or Carlson or Smith or Marchessault? And you can go on and on. Tampa without Stamkos and Kucherov. Pittsburgh without Crosby and Malkin. But the one thing about those teams, all those teams, those Sixers, Winnipeg, last one, without Scheifele and Wheeler, or Wheeler and Laine, whatever combo. But with all those 6 or 7 teams I mentioned, there are guys behind that would be able to pick up the slack. And I'd say the Canucks don't have that same luxury. You have Bo Horvat and maybe Sven Berchi, but who else do you have? You look at Toronto. If you take out guys like Tavares and Matthews, obviously, you still have the Mitch Marners of the world, the Nazem Kadris, and then, of course, if Nylander comes back. You take out guys like Crosby and Malkin, you still have Gensel, you still have Kessel. And Tampa's a good example. Stamkos only got 3 points so far, but you take out Stamkos, Kucherov, you still have Palat, Johnson, Gord, Point, all those guys. You can go on and on. One more, Colorado. You take out McKinnon and you take out Rantanen, you still have Landeskog. So I guess my main point here is other teams right now throughout the league are set up better for losing 2 of their top 3 guys. And I'm worried, although I anticipate that neither of them will play. I'm hopeful that Pettersson plays, as long as he's healthy, of course. But I'm worried that we're going to see a very predictable, a team that's easy to defend against, a team that's not going to create a lot of chances, a team with not a lot of difference makers if both Elias Pettersson and Brock Boeser are out of the lineup tonight. If that's the case, then maybe Pettersson plays tomorrow, and hopefully Pettersson plays on Saturday for sure when the Canucks host the Penguins. And then Brock Boeser, it's a groin, it's day-to-day, so you never know. Maybe he surprises people, but I don't think he's going to play today. Maybe he plays tomorrow. Maybe he also plays on Saturday. That would be a nice return, a nice home game to take on the Pittsburgh Penguins if both Pettersson and Boeser are in the lineup. So my bottom line, my point here is I think the Canucks are in a worse position than almost every other team in the league to lose 2 of their top 3 guys. Yes, Horvat can pick up some of the slack, but are there enough guys around him to help if both Pettersson and Boeser are out? Whereas a lot of other teams, teams I named, Pittsburgh, Tampa, Colorado, Winnipeg, Calgary, Edmonton, Toronto, for example, those 7 teams, they all have at least a 3rd, if not 4th or 5th guy that can help pick up the slack if they lost 2 of their top players. Canucks fans, what do you think? Do you agree with my assessment? Do you think I'm putting too much stock into Pettersson and Boeser, or do you think I'm putting not enough credit to Horvat and to the other cast of characters on the Canucks? And do you think I'm also overrating some of the other pairings and tandems that I mentioned throughout the league? Love to read your comments. Leave a comment below. I'd love to read, react, and reply as always. Subscribe if you'd like to. Like this video if you'd like to. I won't be checking in with a video after practice today, but keep your eyes open for a special collab. I'm working with someone. You can probably put 2 and 2 together. It's a Vegas Golden Knights game tonight. There's at least one very prominent, very entertaining Vegas Golden Knights YouTuber out there. Just be ready for something fun tomorrow. I'll just say that. And also, don't forget, I'll be doing my next post-game live stream tomorrow night after the Arizona game. So probably be between 9:30 and 10 o'clock starting off tomorrow. All right, that's enough for me. Subscribe, like, comment below, and look forward to a good game. And it would be a lot better if Pettersson was playing, but we shall see. Have a great day. God bless, and go Canucks go.